Today we are going to discuss about language acquisition. What is language acquisition? Language acquisition is the natural process through which a child learns to understand and use language. So a child does not usually learn language by memorizing grammar rules. They learn primarily by listening, understanding, imitating, speaking and practicing. Okay, practicing using, and after that they are able to use language independently. For example, let's say a 2-year-old, yes, he may constantly hear, give me the ball, give me the ball. So after hearing similar sentences repeatedly, the child gradually understands the meaning and eventually starts saying ball, ball. Later he starts saying give ball, like that. So first it starts with one word, then it starts with two words, and eventually he is able to construct these sentences. Give me the ball, mommy, give me the ball, like this. So the child is developing language through meaningful interaction. So it is very, very important that whenever we are interacting with babies, even small babies, infant, even toddlers, whenever we are interacting, that is the time period they are observing the adults around them. So it is very, very important that you associate objects and interact with them eye to eye. Okay, so language acquisition happens in 3 stages. Stage 1 is listening. Before a child speaks, they need to hear language. So when a baby hears, come here, where is your mommy? Look at the dog, let's eat. So even though the child cannot respond, the brain is processing sounds. So he is having that phonemic awareness. Okay, then he is able to associate those words with meanings, with whatever he is able to see, whatever actions his parents are doing. Okay, so a teacher's practical role in developing language. Okay, you have to talk to the children throughout the day. I understand it is a tiring job. However, children, they want to talk. They are very curious. But when they see that the other person is not responding or asking them to sit quietly, they just shut down. Okay, so instead you have to keep on talking to your children and try to use full sentences, not just sit down, not like that. You have to use vocabulary, full sentences. Come here, sit on the table, sit on the chair. Yes, we are going to read a story. Just instead of story time, okay, yes, you can say story time, but then you have to say a full sentence also, that it's time to read a story. I have brought a storybook for you. Okay, like that you have to use full sentences. So children, they gradually associate words with objects, and then they are developing the language. Okay, now let's say a teacher is saying, where is the red ball? The child will point to the ball. Okay, the child may not be able to say red ball yet, yes, but they are able to understand this. So this is called receptive language. So we have 2 forms of language. One is receptive language and other one is expressive language. Okay, so receptive language is normally what children first receives in the brain. Okay, they are receiving through repeated exposure. Okay, whatever they are listening. So the child can understand, like in receptive language, the child understands like instructions, like sit down, come here. They are able to identify objects. This is an apple, this is a ball. Okay, and they are able to understand questions. They are able to follow directions, like go to the toilet, come sit down. Okay, and then comes stage 3, which is speaking. So once children have enough exposure, they begin producing the language. So a child might first say dog, dog, then he say big dog, yes, and then he may say mama, big dog, running. Okay, so gradually they are learning how to frame these sentences. Yes, So it is very, very important. I keep on saying, even to parents as well as the teachers, that use full sentences, use eye contact when you are talking to your little ones. Use rhymes, a sing-song tone in your language a lot, because whenever they hear any rhymes, singing, music, they are able to grasp that immediately. Okay, so this is what language acquisition is. Language develops gradually. Okay, next we talk about expressive language. Okay, now expressive language is what the child can say or communicate. Okay, it includes your vocabulary, your sentence building, describing things, answering questions, telling stories, yes, expressing their feelings. So a very important teaching principle is that don't constantly correct children. Like if the child is saying that I go to school, then you must not say not go, I went to school. Not like that. Instead you should say, oh, you went to school, very good. So you are actually not criticizing them, or you are not shutting them out for being wrong. Rather, you are modeling the correct form naturally. Okay, even parents, you should always never say no, you are no, not right. Instead, repeat the correct one for them. That's how they will learn the correct sentence formation. Okay, because young children, you cannot teach them grammar rules that this is go, this is went. Okay, whatever you are modeling, whatever you are saying, they will capture that. Because you remember, first is the receptive language. Yes, they understand, listens and understand, and then is the expressive language. Okay, so this is called the language modeling. Now, let's discuss about some practical activities for language acquisition. In the classroom, see, normally children, when you will meet children, they are almost able to say words and sentences maybe. Yes. So, what you can do, show and tell activity. Let's say you show a toy car. You can ask, what is this? So, they will say car, car. Then you can say, what color is it? Is it big or small? What does a car do? Where does it go? So all these kind of questions you are asking, they are listening, they are understanding, and then the child is able to gradually learn the vocabulary and sentence formation. So show and tell is one activity which you can do in your class. Next is picture talk. You show them a picture, maybe in the screen, you draw some picture on the board, yes, and then you ask them, what do you see? Okay, the child, maybe he will say, tree, tree. Yes, it's a big tree. It's green in color. So see, they just said it's a tree, but you are modeling more sentences. You are giving them more vocabulary. You are expanding it. Yes, I see a big tree. You are right. It's a big green tree full of leaves. Can you see the boy? Yes. What is the boy doing? The child will say running. Okay? And then you say, yes, he is running towards the home. You see, this is a house. He is running towards the home. Yes, so you are developing their sentence construction modeling gradually. Okay, so this is an excellent way of developing vocabulary and sentence structure. Okay, and next activity is you can do is everyday conversation. Everyday conversation, like you can always use routine activities. Yes, routine activities, for example, during snack time. What are you eating? Oh, is it sweet or sour? Yes, can you give me a little bit? So like that, everyday routine. Then, oh, I see that you have brought a very nice pencil box. Wow, this is so nice. Who bought it for you? So as a teacher, you will have to engage yourself in such daily conversation. Okay, just coming to the class, sit down everyone, sit down. Go to toilet, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Only these kind of small sentences if you are using, that will not help them develop the language that you are trying to teach them. No matter it is English medium, no matter it is Hindi medium, this works. Okay, everyday conversation is very, very important. It is the strongest tools for language development. All right, so with that, that was about language acquisition. I hope you have understood. If you want to see similar teacher training videos, please follow my channel and my Instagram handle, and I will definitely bring more of teacher training techniques for you. Thank you so much.